administration meeting.
Is Commissioner Garber out?
Yes, Commissioner Garber is. Okay. Hearing nothing, we'll move to our treasurer report with Julie Sorensen.
I did print these off last minute. Just our dog
Oh,
license.
thank you.
Totals, which are right in
Thank you.
in appearance. Oh, did I shoot? I'm sorry. I'm one short of 10.
That's
Here,
Or good. Or,
here remind Matt and I can share.
okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
Watch the cord.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm not on the finance committee.
Well, March is a busy month in the treasurer's office. February 28th was the last day for folks to pay their 2024 taxes at their local unit. So now this month we're in the process of them turning their books over to us and we balance and settle. As we settle with each unit, we print out notices and send those out to the local taxpayers so they're aware that they have some delinquent taxes now going with us. So busy time. The 31st is also the deadline for 2022 taxes to be paid to avoid foreclosure. So another deadline that gets busy. And then the dog licenses, what is that number? 2473, I think is the number we're at today. Sorry.
So you do send out notices to people that don't pay their taxes?
Yeah. We used to always send them out June 1st and then September 1st, but I started sending them out as we settle with each unit. So instead of waiting till June 1st, as we settle, they're getting on.
So you send them out a little quicker then?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. So that keeps us busy. Some people aren't expecting those notices. They think they paid their taxes and realize, oops, no, they paid their winter, but they didn't pay their summer or things like that. But, so it's a busy month.
And Julie, have you had any thoughts or suggestions or anybody else doing anything around the state? Way we can get back to the vets being able to sell licenses, because we've had such a drop off in licenses.
I know, and I don't know what the answer is to that. Yeah, it's quite a drop off, and even this year from last year, we're way under, and I don't know what the answer is. I talked to Veronica about having her. I know she wouldn't want to spend. She's our animal control. Having her make phone calls, can go through the system and can say, hey, you didn't get your license this year. You didn't get your license this year. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
She really doesn't have time to do that.
I would think not.
She's a road patrol officer.
I just seem to recall somebody from Saginaw County told me, it's in the back of my mind, that they still manage to do something that allows them to sell through. I don't know just what they do.
And they might not have the BSNA program. Our BSNA program is not available to non-governmental agencies.
Right.
Is our thing.
Okay. Just wondering.
I know.
I spoke with an individual on a private level that's interested in starting up a dog pound or whatever in the county.
Mm-hmm.
Have you spoken to the same person? Or?
No, I haven't. Not aware of anybody considering that at all. I haven't heard anything about that.
That way we don't have to go clear to Saginaw. Whichever.
Right. Yeah.
To retrieve a pet.
Yeah. And that would, I'm sure people would appreciate that. I don't know what that'll take, but.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we'll move down to our one and only agenda item. I'd look for a motion to approve the annual renewal of Microsoft licensing for email and cloud hosting, not to exceed $54,282.50.
So moved.
I'll support that. Discussion.
Budgeted item, it's an annual fee that it goes towards maintaining our email and cloud storage system. It's gone up a little bit, a couple $1,000 from the previous year, but nothing major. Yeah.
Okay. Further discussion?
No.
All right, all in favor of moving that to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion passed. That brings us to our second call to the public for finance and administration. Hearing nothing, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you. Please stand and rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. That brings us to our first call to the public for the Economic and Fiscal Development meeting. Hearing nothing. Let's move to, we're going to skip our development reports because Mr. Pete Preston is not here this month. So moving to the first agenda item, I look for a motion to accept and place on file the 2024 Drain Commission Annual Report as presented.
I'll make the motion.
All right, I'll support that. Discussion.
Mr. Singer is here from the Drain Office with his deputy Jenna. If you have any questions based on the annual report, each of these departments submit one every year and then they go on file.
Discussion.
Just
Any
general
highlights you
question.
want to show us?
Everything's pretty much the same as it was before, with the only oddity being the purchase of the excavator. And it's not really an oddity, we just purchased it last year, so it's on here, bigger expense than normal for the equipment, but
Okay. All right. All in favor of moving this report onto Wednesday, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, that moves to Wednesday. Next, I look for a motion to approve the purchase of a dump trailer for the drain department from their equipment revolving fund not to exceed $8,754.
I'll make the motion.
Support. All right, discussion.
So Mr. Singer received a couple of different quotes. One was for $12,499. The other one was for $8,754 for the purchase of a new dump trailer. The one they have is getting on in years and a little defective. So this would be purchased from the equipment revolving fund for the Drain Commission office. So it is not a general fund expenditure. Would you like to add anything?
No, other than the fact that we didn't want to have to look at something being used, didn't want to buy somebody else's problem and then they sometimes do that again, so. We did go through the current one thoroughly. The rear gate was very real, damaged and like unrepairable, very unsafe. I don't want that to happen going down the road. Obviously, it's got good rubber on it, so we'll just keep it in the yard and moving around things, but for the most part, a new dump trailer for moving the, snow and such is definitely to be required. So to do that safely, to purchase a new one, we'll see if they the better route to go. So.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. All right, further discussion. Hearing none, all in favor of moving this to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, motion passes. We'll see you at Wednesday. Next, I would look for a motion to approve the PA 116 farmland agreement application for George and Taryn Zipco in Fairfield Township.
So moved.
I'll support that. Discussion.
Standards PA 116 farm agreement. Nothing special.
Nothing
I
special.
just have one question about that, just because it's in my district and I want to make sure. And after I read it, obviously, when it was emailed to me and just reviewing it here, this is more, I am understanding this correctly, that it sort of reinforces its agricultural component. It's
Yes.
not leading into a different.
It could.
It could, okay.
So the governor did sign a executive order that said farm entities that are part of PA 116 are allowed to also participate in solar and wind. So it doesn't prevent it
doesn't prevent, is that the intention of this move, do we think?
It's a standard way for tax purposes.
Okay.
Because it's farmland and they have multiple parcels.
Okay.
And the PA 116 has existed before
Yes,
that.
yes, that has, I wondered if this was like step one in leading towards a solar, just bluntly say, step one leading towards a solar farm.
It could, but no.
No, okay.
Not necessarily.
I don't see them doing it.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't think so either, I just double checking.
But the
so.
executive order from the governor does allow
On that,
people
okay.
that are in PA 116s to still move forward with that process without jeopardizing or having to pay back the taxes. Because essentially, the PA 116 allows so you don't have to pay the non-homestead tax on the agricultural property.
Okay, so us approving this would not, it's not segue, it's just a totally unrelated, but, okay, alright, sounds good. Sorry for the
Okay,
clarification.
Good question.
All right, excellent. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of moving that to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, motion moves on to Wednesday. Lastly, I would look for a motion to approve ordinance 25-03-02, amending the zoning map for a parcel of land in Woodhull Township from A2 agricultural to RM1 multiple family residential.
So moved.
I'll support that. Discussion.
Sorry.
That's okay, thank you.
So the planning commission had a proposal in front of them for a historic building, well over 100 years old, that's fallen into disrepair over the years. And at one point in time, it was a hotel. And now they're looking at turning it into multi-family residential. It's in Shaftesburg on the corner of the two main roads that run through it. The property, or the project is being prepared by Sarah Kopko, who is here tonight from Lion Bear Ventures. If you have any questions or comments, or if Sarah would like to say anything related to the project. This will be the first step in amending the zoning map. The final reading will happen on Wednesday. This will be a new ordinance for that. The township has concurred and the planning commission has already approved.
Excellent. Would you like to say anything?
This is a project that Joel and I have been working on for about a year. This is Joel, he's the property owner, and we've applied for MISHDA funding, we've applied for blight funding. Brett has been a huge help in all of that. The state is looking upon our application favorably, and so we're preparing the final stages of that blight application. Same thing for our MISHDA application. We're hoping to bring 4 two-bedroom units to Shiawassee County based on the market study that says that we need like 140 something units. So we wanted to be able to do that, and utilizing taxpayer dollars that we've paid in to actually bring those units back to our county. So I think it's a really great opportunity for us to showcase that we saw the need, we're addressing it, and we're gonna use the money that we paid into the system to help get it over the finish line. It does income restrict for 5 years, so it will be addressing that need at an income-based level as well. So Joel's not looking to get rich, just looking to preserve a part of his family history and to bring something to the community that we so sorely need.
And if you haven't seen it, it looks like a standard 2-story downtown building, brick. And if it's not rehabbed, it will be bulldozed. Just how it is.
We went and saw.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
It is what a realtor would say, needs some updating.
So Greg almost lost his life, I think, at
Yes,
one point.
you have to go up by climbing up some stairs.
Yes.
One of
And
those-
the stairs gave way.
No.
I don't know what that says about me, but I should go on my diet.
Didn't break when I went down.
And don't you know I heard about it?
Yeah.
Also, it's in an area that I don't know exactly why it's zoned agricultural. It's an area that's completely appropriate for a multifamily. It's right in their town, and it's one of those things like some of the other buildings we've dealt with in our community. If there's anything we can do to make sure this building does not become a blight, it's great, because it's right on the edge of becoming a blight.
It is.
But it's got good bones, as they say, and I
Yes.
think it can be rehabbed, so hopefully they can get the money to do that.
It's looking very favorable. So.
Excellent. And it is in a great location. It's a downtown area. It's perfect for that.
Yeah.
Such as Shaftesburg is.
Yes.
And there are 2 multi
Thank you very much. All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of moving that to Wednesday, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? All right, motion passes. That brings us to our second call to the public. Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Quick and efficient. Thank you, Brad.